Episode 5: The Chain of Quiet Surrender. There's a moment after enough failure where you stop fighting. Not loudly, not dramatically, just quietly. You don't relapse because you're excited. You relapse because you're tired. Tired of resisting. Tired of rebuilding. Tired of disappointing yourself and others. And then the sentence forms. Why even try? Usually because at this point, you've already compromised so much that you say, might as well use now. That statement doesn't feel rebellious. It feels rational. You tell yourself, I've done this before. I know how this ends. It's easier not to expect anything. That's not a weakness. That's accumulated defeat. And defeat, repeated long enough, starts to feel permanent. The premeditated collapse. Hopelessness is not about the present, it's about the future. And when you do nothing mentally to prepare for a different future, you repeat the past. Addiction trains your imagination. Interesting word, imagination. To picture oneself. To form an image. Not what others see, what you see. You rewrite what you believe is possible. Instead of seeing growth, you see repetition. Instead of seeing freedom, you see relapse. And once the future looks predictable, motivation dies. Proverbs 13:12 says, hope deferred makes the heart sick. Deferred, to delay, to put off. When hope is delayed long enough, your heart doesn't just hurt, it shrinks. And I learned something painful. Hope hurts because change takes time, and time requires intention, so you lower your expectations. You stop praying boldly. You stop planning long term. You live moment to moment, and moment to moment is where addiction thrives. Hopelessness whispers, this is how it will always be. And if you believe that, the effort feels pointless. But here's the truth. Hopelessness is not prophecy, it's conditioning. Your brain learned to expect failure. That doesn't make failure your destiny. It makes it your training. Because the truth is, you were trained. Rebuilding expectation. I had to learn something difficult. God does not move according to my past pattern. He moves according to his promise. And the word promise is interesting. Pro, forward. Miss, a formal declaration, a pledge of right. 2 Corinthians 1:20 says, for no matter how many promises God has made, they are yes in Christ. Notice that. He is not the God of information. He is the God of hope. Hope is not denial. Hope is expectation anchored in truth. Jeremiah 29:11 says, for I know the plans I have for you, plans to give you a hope and a future. Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. But the word hope here means to work toward an expectation, not sit around and wait. Addiction narrows your future. God expands it. Hopelessness says, you already know the ending. Truth says, you don't. The moment you challenge the sentence, why even try? You interrupt the cycle. You replace it with, what if this time is different? That is not fantasy. That is the renewal beginning. Hope is not a feeling. It is a decision. A decision to believe that God's narrative is stronger than your repetition. And when expectation returns, strength follows. In the next episode, we confront the most subtle chain of all, self-deception. The lie that keeps you blind while convincing you that you see clearly. And that one is the most dangerous of all.